Okay, so the more I think about this idea, the more I really want it to happen. And as a disclaimer before the video, I just want to say that this is not really a theory, not at all. This is not even a prediction. This is just me talking about something which I feel is exciting and, trying to use story elements to justify why this exciting thing could happen, even though it's not gonna happen. And if it does, well, I will reference this video for like a while. Just put it up in the corner of every other video I make after this for a while if it ever does happen. So let's go. Now the idea here is to ask ourselves, is it possible that the Straw Hats could band together to face Big Mom? Not all of them really, but almost all of them could band together to face Big Mom. Number one reason being is that we've always had this, connection between the Scabbards and the Straw Hats, and how the Scabbards are like the Straw Hats. Even the numbers match up more now since Jinbei joined. There's 9 of them plus Luffy. A long time ago we had Odin plus the 9 Scabbards, and that was his own kind of crew. And if you want, you can mention how there was like a young character among the Scabbards who was Kiku back then, who wasn't really a Scabbard but was part of the group, and that added another honorary member. Now we have Carrot, who has been traveling with the group, but she's not really a Straw Hat member. And the parallels continue. And now what we have is the Scabbards versus Kaido upstairs. Now Luffy wants to join that, but Big Mom is in the way. So, but again, what we've seen actually is that Nami's been having a bit of scuffle with Big Mom, especially concerning Zeus. And just in the last chapter, Frankie and Brook pulled up and, ran over Big Mom. And it got me thinking, right? Could it be possible to see the Straw Hats team together to beat Big Mom instead of having, a couple of characters who we think are the strongest among them try to fight Big Mom and then have other characters fight Kaido? Why don't we just have a whole group of them fight Big Mom? And like I said, number one, I feel justified because Scabbards are doing it, so the Straw Hats can parallel them and do the same thing. And justification for Luffy not fighting is because Luffy wants to fight Kaido, right? And so he's gonna need a big enough distraction for him to go up and fight Kaido. What bigger distraction than the rest of the Straw Hat pirates? Now, power scaling wise, who cares about power scaling wise? Let's forget about that, right? Power scaling wise, let's see what, Brook can, fight different homies, right? It'd be nice to see how Brook will manage against, Prometheus, Zeus, and Napoleon the second time round. I mean, we've seen he's able to cut Zeus and, injure these Prometheus, possibly Napoleon as well. But let's see, can he do more? Has he grown since Whole Cake Island? That would be great to see. It'd be great to see Nami figure out a way to fight against Big Mom. Maybe Nami can figure out a way to make herself grow as a character instead of relying on the Zeus power up. And maybe she can, create some cloud equivalent to Zeus or something like that. Or maybe she can beat Big Mom and finally get Zeus for herself, and somehow, that is an iffy story, right? And I do want to make a video about Zeus and, the homies, the 3 homies. But back to this. So Nami, we can see Nami fighting against, countering Zeus's stuff. Brook, the Soul King, Big Mom would love to fight with him again. I can see it. Frankie, who's this? Teking mentioned this, right? And I just love the idea. And the idea is kind of like Megalobox, if you've seen that anime, right? And it's because the FRU-4, the bike that Frankie has, it's part of the Frankie Shogun. And normally when a Frankie Shogun comes together, the bike, comes apart and forms arms. So the idea is that instead of, forming the whole Frankie Shogun with the tank, Frankie could possibly, use the FRU-4 to make himself essentially bigger arms and then fight Big Mom like that. And that would be great to see. I want to see that. Robin fighting a big woman, Big Mom, need I say more, right? Jinbei, we've already seen how supportive Jinbei is. Chopper is one monster versus another. Usopp can chill in the background. He doesn't need to face her directly, you know, just snipe, irritate her. But Zoro is one I want to see. Zoro versus Big Mom, especially because of the Ikoku sovereignty that she has. Can Zoro do anything? You know, because we've been seeing Zoro been playing around with Enma. He's been getting used to Enma. It seems like he knows his way around Enma. So can Zoro do anything against that attack, the Elbaf Spear? Because I think it would be really great if in this arc we can see Zoro, you know, tussle with the Elbaf Spear and kind of, you know, find a way to maybe not completely overpower Big Mom's Ikoku sovereignty, but like, you know, kind of deal with it. And then after this arc, maybe the next arc, or arc after that, when we go to Elbaf, we have Zoro get there and then they try that attack and Zoro's like, I'm already used to this, I've been doing this with Big Mom. And that would be great. That would be great. So I want to see what Zoro can do there. Plus Big Mom has Napoleon and she swings that pretty heavy. She may not have the greatest sword skills, but she swings that pretty heavy. So can Zoro's armament deal with that kind of power? It's great growth, guys. It's great growth, undeniably. Now, Sanji is the only issue because Sanji would never really intentionally hurt women. It doesn't matter what they look like. Doesn't matter how old they are. And I think for Sanji, I'm just coming up with this off the top of my head. But I think with Sanji, what we can have is him kind of playing a support role instead of a purely, you know, attack role. Let Zoro and Jinbei do the attacking. Brook as well, while, you know, someone more like Sanji helps with the defense, and that can be good because, of course, as we saw in Whole Cake Island, even when Sanji did that kind of attack toward Big Mom, it was meant to be more defensive, or to explain this himself, where it's like Sanji doing an attack, but it's more defensive just because of how strong Big Mom is. So Sanji could play a more defensive role and, you know, help everyone, push everyone forward, do some counter attacks with everyone to help Luffy. And all this for Sanji, both Sanji and Zoro, actually, both Sanji and Zoro, this goes along with them being Luffy's right-hand men and removing any distractions that really stop him from achieving his goal. In this case, it's Big Mom stopping Luffy from achieving his goal of going to fight the big bad Kaido. And so we could have Zoro and Sanji, you know, fulfill their roles that way, and then Luffy can go off. And then we'll have this big fight. Now, if you're wondering in that case who's going to fight King, Marco, right off the bat, there's no argument there. Marco is our man. We've seen it. It's been built up. It could just happen like that. Who's going to fight Queen? Well, for that, I was thinking about two things, right? Now, at first I was stuck, and then I'm like, why am I stuck? The answer is very simple. And I thought, you know, we still have Kid, Killer, and Law, right? We still have those guys. Those guys can do that. And then I said that no, those guys may need to go upstairs to help Luffy fight Kaido, because I don't know how that one's gonna end up. Like, I'd like to talk about that, but maybe in another video. But upstairs, I don't know how that's gonna turn out. So I said I'll leave Law and Kid out of that. So maybe Killer can, you know, start against Queen. I know some people are gonna say no, Killer's way too weak, which is fine, right? It's fine. But he could, you know, start that fight and, you know, go against Queen, especially, you know, after waterboarding them essentially in Udon. Gotta get some payback for that one. And then maybe he could later on be helped when the Tobiropo finally make their appearance, and Who's Who could take advantage of this chaos, of this disaster, to try and kill Queen, because I think that's also a great setup. And so we could have Who's Who and probably Killer team up to defeat Queen. Now that all depends on how strong Who's Who actually is. Will the two of them be strong enough? Is Who's Who strong enough on his own to defeat Queen? Don't know, don't really care, as long as the Straw Hats fight Big Mom, and that's gonna be solved that way. Other than that, we have a few extra missing characters. We have Drake, and I think we can kind of work our way around this, right? This could really happen. Like I said, the more I think about this idea, the more it could really just might happen, guys. Just might. Ish, I don't know. Yeah, but that's it, guys. Do you think it's possible? Do you not? How else could it be made more possible given the current situation? How do you guys think things will go as well? Tell me all this down below. Also, if you want, you can just send a message. I have a Twitter account. If you did not know that, just go link, or you can just search my name that I have here. It's the same as what I have on Twitter. Tell me what you guys think. Like the video if you like the video. I will not encourage you guys to dislike the video. You can keep moving on to the next one. If you know somebody who needs to hear the truth about how hype this would be, please share this video with them. If you have time, please watch another video. If not, thank you for watching this video this far. This is King KZ, and I'll see you in the next one.